Hey guys, I'm Roxette Arisa, and today we're going to be doing an updated brow routine. I've really changed up all the techniques that I use with my brows as well as the products. So I've pretty much just revamped my entire brow regimen. Yeah, I've been doing this for a couple months, but I really wanted to make sure that I was happy with the technique and just happy with the entire routine before I made a updated brow routine. But I feel like it's made a noticeable difference because a lot of you have actually been requesting an updated brow routine now, so hope you guys find this helpful. Now, 2017 brow routine, let go. The first step, in my opinion, is a good prep. I just started getting my brows regularly threaded a couple months ago, and I've seen it make such a huge difference in the way my brows look. It just makes them a lot easier to fill in when you're filling them in. I personally get mine threaded. I just got mine threaded yesterday morning because I filmed this video yesterday, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be, just super prepped for this video, and then the audio was really echoey, so I decided to refilm today, but just know that I was prepared. I got my brows threaded. But yeah, I really do recommend finding a professional that you trust. That doesn't mean that you have to spend loads and loads of money. Like, my lady is $10, but I trust her. She's the only person that I trust with my brows now, and I'm really happy with how she threads my brows. I personally get them threaded, but you can do waxing or threading, like, it's personal preference really. But yeah, that's kind of the first step that I would recommend to you guys, just because I have seen it make a huge difference in my brows. On to products. The first product that I use in my brows every single day is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Primer. I did mention this in my yearly favorites and I think my December favorites because it has seriously changed my life. So what it is basically like a little pencil wax stick sort of thing, and all you do is run it through your brows. I like to focus on the ends of my brows, like the tail ends, because that's kind of where my brows get unruly. And what this product does is it basically holds down the hairs in exactly the place that you want it. It does a lot more for me than any, brow gel or anything like that has ever done. And it just gets them directly into the place that you want them. So it's awesome. And it also is supposed to make your brows last longer. But I haven't seen a huge difference in that just because the products that I use are already pretty long lasting. But I do find it so helpful to put in before, just to get the correct shape. And I've mentioned this before, but my brows, especially on the tail ends, get really crazy. Like, they're very coarse and almost a little bit curly sometimes, so I don't know, it's really hard to deal with them sometimes, but this product has really helped me. And as you can see, I just go in and brush it out with a spoolie to get them exactly in the shape that I want. Once I've brushed out my brows to my liking, I'll go in with a brow pencil. So these are my favorites at the moment. This is the Dior Show brow pencil in 001. Amazing. One of the best brow pencils I've ever tried because it has a very hard texture to it. I know that doesn't sound like it'd be great, but honestly, it's amazing. And the color is perfect because it's a little bit more on the ashy side. I was having trouble finding something that worked for my brows for a while, just because a lot of brow pencils turn out kind of warm on my brows, and my brows are pretty dark, like the actual hairs, they're like, I don't know, dark brown-ish, black-ish. So yeah, I kind of need something that does not have a warm undertone. And I know this is a really high-end luxury makeup item, so I also wanted to mention this guy. This is the ColourPop brow pencil in the shade Dope Taupe. This is amazing as well, and it's very affordable. I think these are like $6. I've gone through 3 of them now, and I love this brow pencil as well. And it's the same kind of thing, has a very nice undertone to it. It's not too warm, so if you have that problem, highly recommend either of these brow pencils. Today I'm going to be using the Dior Show one just because that's what I do normally use on an everyday basis, but feel free to use what you have at home if that works for you. What I like to do with this Dior Show brow pencil is I like to make very light hair-like strokes through any spots that I feel are sparse. So I'll go here in the tail, and like I said, you don't have to be, very precise. I'm literally just making the lightest hair-like strokes that I can. And I do also go underneath the brows down here, and I make a small line right at the tip. So that's kind of how I fill in my brows very naturally. The next step is using this product. This is the Cella Beauty Eyebrow Cream in the shade Tantalizing Taupe. Now this is similar to a pomade. It's really cool because there's a brush on one end and then the actual product, the actual product is right in the other end. So it's really nice like that. But the actual product it's similar to a brow pomade, but not as thick. It's a lot more lightweight and it actually stays on better in my opinion. So I've been using this every day, and what I use this for is to get the final shape that we want. So this is definitely going to give us more dimension than just this alone, and sometimes if I'm in a rush I will only use this product. So this product I take on the brows, especially focusing on the tail ends, and I'll go underneath to create our arch as well as over top to further define the brows. And you can see again, this is a really nice medium ashy tone, so it just fits my brows really well and it doesn't make them look too dark or too caked on. And you can see this product just gives such a nice shaping to the brows. And oh, I almost totally forgot to tell you guys, but I did get you guys a discount code if you want to try it out. It's just Roxy30 and you'll get 30% off Cella Beauty. Yeah, try it out. Let me know how it goes because I've really been liking it. So the next step is going to be to carve out our brows or clean them up. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer for this. It's in the shade 1.5 and I apply it. I think it's really important to note the brush because I noticed a huge difference when I started using this brush. I think it's really important to have good tools to use. So this is from Morphe. This is the Morphe E19 and it's my favorite brush to clean up my brows. So I just take a little bit on the tip of the brush and I start to carve out the arch of the brow. This step really helps me achieve the exact brow shape that I want because it helps to define them without having to make them super dark or super boxy. Then we gotta blend this out obviously because we're looking a little crazy right now. I am just using this toothbrush-ish brush from MAC. This is the Oval 3, but you can literally use any concealer brush that you have on hand to just blend out the concealer. You just want to be careful not to blend out the lines that you've already made because obviously that will have defeated the purpose. You can always go ahead and, you know, clean up any edges that you want. I'm pretty happy with the shape at this point, so the last step is going to be brow gel. I'm using a clear brow gel right now. This is the City Color Cosmetics Bold Brows Brow Gel, but I was playing around with more tinted brow gels or even like stuff with fibers, but for me personally, it made my brows look really thick. And I wasn't really down for that. I think it's just because the texture of my brows is already pretty coarse. So I like those for just like, I guess if I'm just putting that in, but if I'm doing all these other steps, I just find it way too heavy and too cakey, if that makes sense. But I know other people that it works really well for, so it's kind of personal preference. But I am going to be using this clear brow gel today. And for this step, I really like to brush upwards so that it gives us that kind of polished look. And voila, those are my brows. That's how I've been filling them in. I hope you guys found this helpful because I know a lot of you were requesting a video like this, but also I just feel like brows are so hard to get, you know what I mean? I personally was through the runner and back with my brows. Like they were super thin, then they were really thick, then they were super dark. So I feel like I finally found a happy medium that I'm personally happy with, and I don't know, I like the shape right now. I like the amount of thickness, the amount of darkness. They're not too dark, which is key. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you end up using this technique or any of these products or anything, like following this routine, I would love to see how your brows look. So definitely go ahead and Snapchat me, tag me on Twitter, or tweet me, tag me on Instagram, you know the drill. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it from me. Remember, you are beautiful inside and out. I will see you in my next video. Bye.